Well, hey guys, here is the exciting conclusion of the F350 slide-in camper. This was a fun build. I think that if you watch part one, you're going to enjoy part two, because we basically finished this thing up. And yes, we did it in one day. Don't set your sights maybe so high. You know, take 2 days with a friend, but easily you can get a DIY project done in just 2 days, and it is not that hard. It really isn't. If you can take some Sikaflex and put it in a caulk gun and run a bead, look at engineering prints, which are very easy to understand, know the orientation of the thermal brake extrusions. That's probably the hardest part about this whole thing. So again, without further gilding the lily or any more ado, here is part two of the F350 build series. This slide-in camper, 4-season, is pretty epic.
Last time in part one of the epic F350 lightweight overland slide-in cab-over build, we concluded with setting the front wall of the cab over into place. Now for the exciting conclusion of the epic F350 DIY slide-in build. But first, a few reminders. As in all our Globetrekker builds, it starts from the ground up. But before you start, ensure that you have a real good understanding of how a Globetrekker camper is built by watching all of the provided videos, that you thoroughly understand the engineering prints by taking an inventory of all the parts and pieces, you know how the extrusions are oriented, and you have read Globetrekker's terms and conditions, which can be downloaded from our website at www.rvglobetrekker.com. Also ensure you have adequate build materials, assembly aids, and cleaning supplies before you begin. Now, part two. Check out the extrusion fitment and wipe down any adhesives that have squeezed out in a clean-as-you-go habit. Install the front corner tie-down brackets. Check for square and seated extrusions. Some extrusions may need a little more persuasion than others. This is normally due to slightly thicker variations in the panels, as the extrusions are meant to have a very little tolerance gap fitting onto the panels. Use quick grips and ratchet straps when necessary. Then thoroughly check each corner for extrusion fitment and make small adjustments with a dead blow hammer if necessary.
Okay, one of our customers dropped by and it is awesome. Let's go take a look. Ooh, yeah! I love the wraps. That looks awesome. Oh, so this wasn't a solid truck. Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, he's got the rest of it. This is the ISO subframe. So this whole habitat is removable, which is super cool. So what happened is when we did the
directions for 2? Yeah. We hadn't got around to this yet?
Well, hey, that's pretty much the way it's supposed to look. Yep. Guys, take a note.
See how it's bottomed out right here? Yeah. And it's not bottomed out, it's not flush in the back. Just when it's out here, it's cut it out. So there's you moving them up and down. Now it's slowly talking. Yeah, so I checked the torque on it, but I'll go back, try and torque it, and if I just slide it all the way home. Yeah. Yeah, slide it pretty much. Just slide it Oh, I see. And then that lets this out. The shield moves down a lot.
So this would be a 14-foot departure angle. That means it has a 12-foot floor, 2-foot departure angle. This is the biggest ISO subframe that we make. And the stairs are in the ladder position for easy access at a 15-degree angle so you don't skin your shin. So sweet to see this. Awesome. The rain gutter is working just like it's supposed to. Well, this is where we are, and it is just after 12 o'clock. We started, started around 7:30. I got here just after 8. So here we are. Got this much done, and we did take an already lengthy break because one of our clients stopped by with his awesome rig. You saw that in this video just a little bit before this part. So we were outside checking out his rig, and it was pretty awesome. Thanks so much, Dan, for dropping by and saying hello. Great to meet you in person.
Beautiful build. Nice job.
Awesome. Yep. Time to go get some lunch. I'm hungry.
Sorry that I somehow missed setting this side panel in place. It really was a simple task. We prepped the panel as normal and added the floor and rear wall extrusions. And then we set the wall into the bench floor extrusion. Being that the panel was not terribly heavy, it was pretty easy for Bill and I to place.
I'm in.
Like a glove. All we did was lift it up. Wasn't too bad. We got the corner in on the rear panel and side panel. Got this corner in on the rear panel and side panel. Once that was in, we just let go and gravity just pulled it right into place. Awesome.
Anything but I'm in. Well, we've got to come up down the hill, yeah. Alright. How do you come up there? Alright. Can't see it at all, so just push it in. Push it in, alright.
really nice. Just have it supported. Yeah. Really nice fit. Very, very nice. Impressive.
I'm just kind of pushing in place. Okay. How are you doing? I'm good. I'm on too, and I'm good.
Hey, we are done, and it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is a hard day work, let me tell you, but you can build one of these in one day.
We did it.
We did it. Second time, too.
Again.
We cut a door in, too.
This time around, we did. Yep.
That's right. I'll put a symbol like maybe right up here to show you how long it took. This is how many hours it took. Okay, you see that? That's awesome.
We had time lapse.
Time lapse, right on.
We have just a few more things to do. We've got to put on the custom angle extrusion pieces and a couple caps. And that's it.
Do you have brush guards on this one?
I will.
Okay, so brush guards also.
Yep.
But the major part of the camper is finished.
Shell is done.
Right on.
Now it's just the easy stuff.
Another project.
Another successful build. This makes 5, I think. So.
Yes. A lot.
Too many.
Until next time, I'm Dave Anderson for Globe Trekker.
Bill Sands.
You guys be safe, and God bless.
Margin's looking good. We're coming up on our nominal. Okay, our flight controller is gonna go for landing. Retro. Go. Righto. Go. Guidance. Go. Control. Go. Southbound. Go. GNC. Go. Eastbound. Sergeant. Go. Left onward. Go for landing. Eagle Houston, you're go for landing. Over.
Yeah, I decided to make this little four-season camper animated logo. I saw some advertisements on Facebook. It basically said, hey, have this really cool animated logo for 30 bucks. And it was some really easy, trashy kind of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I could do something better than that. So this is what I made for our animated video. I hope you enjoyed this F350 sliding camper build series. I am slowly but surely trying to get some of the videos that I made for this other channel onto this channel so that you can enjoy it too. But if you like what you're seeing, you know, it isn't any big deal to go over there and subscribe to that channel too. But if you just want to stay here, that's fine too. Until next time, I'm Dave Anderson signing out. You guys be safe out there, and God bless.